are living things that are on plants or animals, but they belong to a group all by themselves. A way they can be passed down onto a new host is from small rodents, such as rats, mice, squirrels, and weasels. All of them carry the infection, and that is called a vector, the one that carries the disease and is passed on to someone. Host is the receiver of the virus, and once the host gets the virus, it stops there. Early symptoms of the bubonic plague are tender and large limbs, hardened under the armpits, in the neck or in the groin, ranging in the size from 1 to 10 centimeters, and are found in 70%.
The countries most infected by the bubonic plague were Italy and Spain. They were also one of the first infected. The disease was spread by rats who had infected fleas. The fleas would travel in shipping boats and travel to different countries. The rats would get off and roam the streets. In Europe, many people were infected with the bubonic plague. Rich people were able to bathe and use soap. Unlike poor people, they weren't able to bathe and would wear the same clothes for many days. Doctors tried to treat the plague with many different treatments. One of many was bloodletting. Bloodletting was when the doctors cut the vein and hoped the disease would drain out with the blood. Instead of helping the people, it harmed them even more. The bubonic plague killed 1/3 of the European people.
Black Death has been around the United States even today. In the last 25 years, there's been cases reported in Oregon, California, Nevada, Arizona, Utah, New Mexico, and Colorado. Most of the cases in these states had occurred in people under 20 years of age, and 1 in 7 persons with the plague died. The carrier of this disease is because of infected cats, rats, and other animals. Bacteria is the reason why it spreads and why humans get that disease. It's transmitted to others during the feeding process. To avoid getting the disease, you must stay away from humans and others that are infected. You must not touch or be near the infected ones, and definitely not inhale near them. It can also be transmitted by a cough, and especially domestic cats with plague. You will also be medically isolated. While they run tests, they will give you an antibiotic treatment. Usually they identify a treatment for you because there isn't a vaccine in the US. That's why they do many tests on the patient. At times the treatments don't affect.
Another place where the Black Death occurred was in Asia. It hit in the late 1320s or the 1340s. It killed 25 million people. Then it spread to China and Europe. The people stopped the outbreak by spreading the people with the virus from family and friends. That way it wouldn't spread. They tried to burn the people that were dead so it could kill the virus. It didn't work because the Black Plague still hit the people. The doctor at first tried to put the vaccine in the people that had the virus, but it didn't work. They tried to put the antibiotics and it cured some people, but it didn't work as much. They tried to clean people's blood, but it didn't work. It started to spread by the fleas and the rats itself. The people didn't know that the rats had the disease. The rat was coming from the poor from town that had the disease.